Welcome to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. My name is Laura. It is a pleasure to be with you guys today to do this reading. This is a weekly reading, but my weekly readings are actually not for a particular week. They are for the next 7 days whenever you click on the reading. So it is a timeless reading. So I haven't done a reading like this before, but I was just inspired to do this particular reading today. It's going to be endings and beginnings in the next 7 days. So what is ending for you and what is beginning for you in the next 7 days? And I will be using the Herbal Tarot deck because it's Virgo season and this is a very earthy deck. Look at that. This is a 10 and 10s are endings and beginnings at the same time. So that's some synchronicity right there for you. Okay, so I will be pulling the cards as we go through the reading, and I don't even know, like I said, I've never done this kind of reading before, so I don't even know what cards I'm going to be pulling. I'm just going to be guided through this particular process. There will be 2 piles though, what's ending, what's beginning. Okay, so make your decision about which one of these piles you think is going to be answering that question for you for the next 7 days. For you, those of you that know how to do a pick a card reading, I'll put the timestamps in the description box below, and you can just click on that timestamp. It'll take you directly to the reading. On pile 1, I do have an Amethyst. On pile 2 is a Citrine. And on pile 4, Rose Quartz. These are all rough cut and sparkly today. So that was just kind of the mood I was in. Some of you do like to pick based on the stone, so that's why I let you know what's on there. Okay, for those of you who have never done a pick a card reading before, just a little bit of guidance on how to do it. You can choose however you want to, actually. Some people will go through all of them, and in the beginnings of the reading, they can tell, that's not me. So they'll just pick the one that resonates with them most by viewing all of them. That is certainly an approach. Some people choose based on the stone that is on the different groups. Either this is one of your favorite stones or it's just pulling you in today. It's just really attracting your attention. Some people will choose just because they like the number 1 or they like the number 2. Some people do find some synchronicities in the timestamp numbers. If you're a numbers person, that might be a good way to choose. A lot of people will just close their eyes and take a few deep breaths, and then when they open their eyes, whichever one they're drawn to, that's their choice. It doesn't really matter, and you can't screw it up. So just be really intuitive about choosing the pile or the group, the reading that you want to hear today. And if you get into it, it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Just click off of it, choose another pile or choose another reading. I have so many out there. And there are many great tarot readers on YouTube, so you are kind of spoiled for choice. All right, so I think that kind of explains what's going on here. So go ahead and make your choice. Click on the timestamp in the description box. It'll take you to that particular place in the video, and I will see you guys there. Welcome back, my friends. This is going to be the reading for pile 1, the endings and beginnings for the next 7 days. Pile 1 did have the rough cut amethyst on it, and here we go. We're just going to see what we get again. This is the first time I've done this kind of reading, so I'm just taking it as it comes. So let's find out what is ending first. You got the Queen of Pentacles. What is ending for pile 1? The King of Wands. What is ending this week for pile 1? The 6 of Pentacles. And the Empress card. All right, let's go ahead and pull the cards for what is beginning, because this is endings and beginnings at the same time. So one will inform the other. What is ending, or what is beginning for pile 1 in the next 7 days? Got the Strength card, the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Page of, which one? Wands. Page of Wands. Okay, so for my subscribers out there, for those people that know me, you know that I really try to keep these readings very positive. I'm trying to give people guidance and support and encouragement and that kind of thing. But one of the reasons to do tarot readings is also so that you can see some lessons that might be coming up, life lessons that might be coming up, or some obstacles that might be coming up. And it looks like what is happening for pile 1 in the next 7 days is a little bit of an obstacle that is coming in, or actually maybe it's more a life lesson for you guys. So what is ending, it looks like, is a period of total abundance and complete abundance without question, being in a place where you have absolutely everything that you need, and almost maybe way more than you need. Well, actually it is more than you need, because you have the 6 of Pentacles here, which indicates that you are in a position to help other people financially. With the Empress being here, that is a card. It's a mother card. It is a card of definitely of complete abundance, and we're not just talking about money. We're also talking about abundant health, abundant wealth, abundant social life, abundant relationships, abundant adventures, abundant fun. It looks like what has been happening for you guys is you've been in a phase of just complete abundance, of having a really happy life that's kind of full and fulfilling and rich. There are riches here. So it looks like what is coming up in the next 7 days is a little bit of a challenge. Like there's some trickery going on here. There's something going on with somebody that you may be a business person, because this King of Wands is my minor arcana for Aries, which is one of the signs that talks about being a business owner and being an entrepreneur. So it might, these riches may have come to you through your own business. So it looks like in the next 7 days, there might be some deceit going on behind the scenes, some trickery, maybe some, I hate to say it, but maybe even that 7 of Swords is a card of thievery too. So just keep an eye on that. Like, make sure if you have people that work for you, that they're not stealing from you. It could be a person, really, that is stealing from you, because you do have this Page of Wands down here that indicates a small, not small, but a young person, and typically it's my sign for Sagittarius, but it could be any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but mostly it's just a young person that's very passionate and kind of passionate and enthusiastic and adventurous, that kind of a person. But they're almost taking something and running here. So the 7 of Wands here and the Strength card here indicates that you will be able to get through this. You have the inner strength, what it takes to get through this little situation that's coming up here in the next week. And this is, by the way, temporary situation. It's not, I mean, it's never good when you catch somebody stealing from you when you're a business owner, but it does happen. That's just the reality of the situation. It does happen. So I think what the lesson for you guys is, you need to learn that you have the strength within you to deal with these kind of difficult situations. And when you are a business owner, you do have to be confronted with some pretty tough situations sometimes. So this is kind of testing your ability to lead, to be a business owner, to be an entrepreneur, to have your own business, and to deal with difficult situations that arise in when you're a business owner. And the Seven of Wands says you will be victorious. You hold your own. You are in the right in this situation. Stand your ground. That's what it's saying. Stand your ground. Like, you may have to confront this person and they're going to deny it, and it might be, you know, the conversation might be difficult, but this is saying stand your ground. You're in the right. You do have the inner strength to deal with the situation. So that's not pleasant, right? I hate to deliver that message, but I think that in the end it is good for you, because it shows you what you're made of. Like, life cannot be all life cannot be always pleasant. When you do own a business, it can't always be just grow, profits, having all the employees that you need all the time, and, you know, everything just smooth sailing. That is not the reality when you own a business. So this is just one of the lessons that's coming up for you this week that is going to help strengthen you as a business owner. And when I say this is ending, I'm not saying that this whole thing is ending, this you being rich and being an entrepreneur and being very successful in business. But I do feel like you're kind of in early stages of this, and it has been really, really good. It's been very prosperous. You gave birth to an idea of yours that turned into a very successful business venture. Because the Empress can talk about giving birth actually to children, but it can also talk about giving birth to ideas and a project, that kind of thing. So this is not going away. This will come back around. The beginning phase of your business is going away, because you can only have one beginning. When you start a business, you know, the first 5 years or whatever is the beginning of your business. And then you become more seasoned as a business owner. This situation that is coming up helps to make you more seasoned as a business owner. And then you will definitely go back to making lots of profits and everything just being very, you know, having so much that you can give, and being a very successful entrepreneur. That's not, that's going to come back around. But I do feel like it kind of maybe in the beginning is a little disheartening to you, because it's like, oh man, we've just had so much luck. Everything has gone so well, and now this is happening. Okay, so there's another message in here. So that's kind of the message for some of you, what's ending and what's beginning for some of you. Here's another message that I'm getting. What is ending is a phase of, like, if you have children, what's ending is a phase of you being completely responsible for them, and you having to give them food, clothing, shelter, everything to survive. And what's beginning is they're going out into the world. At least one of them, definitely this one. I see this is like the same person here. So at least one of your children, if you have multiple children, is going out into the world this week. It's tough. It's not easy. When I became an empty nester, it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I didn't realize how depressed I was about it until like 6 months later. It was like, oh, I really am kind of feeling that, you know? So at least one of your children is going to strike out on their own in the next 7 days. This is also going to require some strength for you to be able to get through this situation, to, you know, just hold tight. Things always change, right? So just hold tight and take this situation for what it is, which is a natural part of the growing process. It's a natural part of your evolution. It's a natural part of the evolution for your children. So this Seven of Swords is kind of like taking your leave. A lot of times it means that. It means you're leaving. So this is not you. This is this person right here. And I feel like it's a child for some of you. They're leaving. They're taking some of their problems with them, right? I don't know if maybe this particular child for you has been a bit of a challenge. They do have a lot of passion and energy, so maybe they're a little rambunctious, maybe they are a little impulsive, maybe they don't think things through all the time. Again, fire signs very heavily playing in here: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe Aquarius. But they are taking their leave. They're going out into the world, and it's gonna, Mamacita here is it's gonna require a little bit of strength. This is not necessarily a mother, can be a father, but it's gonna require a little bit of strength and maybe some self-psychotherapy, like, you know, really taking care of yourself and really talking to yourself, and with a little bit more logic, and like seeing this situation for what it is, which is a natural part of growing and developing as a human being. All right, so I'm going to get some wisdom here for you guys from our angels and ancestors, because I feel like we need some real words of wisdom here. This is going to, the next 7 days is going to be the beginning of a different phase. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm not going to lie to you. However, you do have the strength, you have the skills. And let's talk about this strength card for a minute, because this is the card of feminine strength. It's not the card of muscling something to the ground. It's the card of inner strength, tact, diplomacy, that kind of thing. So even, you know, even if you are dealing with a difficult employee, still be tactful, be diplomatic. This is kind of a lesson for you in how to deal with those situations. All right, so what final words of wisdom do you have for pile 1? Oh, okay. Oracle, wait for important information. So that's interesting. With this, so this is going to come to you from a third party, or for some kind of email or letter or video feed or something. But this is saying, don't jump the gun. Wait until you get that information before you act on it. That is what that is about. And it's also kind of a message of maybe take the time to center yourself this week. If you've been a little bit lax on your meditation or your yoga, whatever it is that calms you, and keeps you centered, whatever that is. It can be so many different things. I use yoga myself, but whatever it is that you use. This is kind of saying maybe focus on that a little bit more this week than you ordinarily would, so you can stay grounded and keep your patience and wait for this to unfold through some information from somewhere, a text, a phone call, email, something. All right, that's all I have for my pile ones. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 2 for your weekly reading, this pile 2 did have the citrine on it. So these are going to be your messages. I am pulling cards as I go through this time, and there'll be 2 sections here. What is ending in your life and what is beginning in the next 7 days. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on this reading, there might be a message here for you, but it is the next 7 days from whenever you click on it. So I will pull a few cards here to see if we can figure out what is ending. I will also, because we're talking about endings and beginnings at the same time, I will also pull a few cards for the beginnings, what's the beginning this week, and we'll see what we come up with. So, all right, so for pile 2, let's start with the endings. What is ending for pile 2 this week? Okay, that's quite a few. Let's see. 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups. And, okay, so let's see what is beginning. What is beginning for pile 2 this week? My goodness, that's too many. The cards want to talk. They want to talk about this new beginning. Maybe pretty exciting. Yeah, one more. One more for pile 2. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. 2 of Wands. And Queen of Cups. Nice. Okay, I just want to get a clarifier on this 8 of Swords. Show me this 8 of Swords, please. Show me the 8 of Swords. Show me this 8 of Swords. Show me the 8 of Swords. Nine of Pentacles again. I think this goes over here, actually, and I'm going to get one more for I'll tell you why in a minute. Show me the beginnings again. Show me a little bit more about what's beginning for pile 2. What's beginning? Show me a little bit more about what's beginning for pile 2. What else? What's beginning? Is that it? Is that all? Is that all for the beginnings for pile 2? Is that it? I love this. What else is there to say? That's beautiful. Okay. This is cool. Okay, so the reason I put this Eight of Swords is because it feels like this whole reading here, this Eight of Swords energy, which is about being closed off, which is about feeling trapped, like you can't move forward, you can't see a way forward. And when I clarified that, it came up the Nine of Pentacles, which the Nine of Pentacles was already over here. So that just tells me this really should go over here. All of this is the same message. What is ending for you is being sick and tired of being sick and tired of feeling like you have to fight so much to accomplish anything in life, and nothing is really working. And I don't know how long this has been going on for you guys, could be a while, but that is the way that you have felt, at least in oh, let's see if we can find some time frames here. At least 9 months, and this could go back for years. Just in this phase of I keep fighting, and I keep fighting, and I keep fighting because I don't want to give up, you know? And I keep trying to make things happen. I keep trying to manifest these wonderful things in my life, like good jobs and good relationships and all of these things that most people want in their life. And it's not working. It's just not working. None of it is working. You're okay, you're stable, you're in a stable environment, you have enough money to live on, but none of the things that you want, none of the things that you've been trying to manifest, none of your goals, none of your dreams, none of your wishes have been coming true, and you have felt like that for a very long time. You've just felt very, very stuck. Okay, guess what? That is what is ending this week. And what is beginning? This is gorgeous. Honestly, I could have stopped with those 3 cards. I see what's happening, but this is just further clarification. The beginnings of those things which you have put out into the universe that you wish for are happening this week. And aces are always beginnings. The Ace of Pentacles talks about a beginning in a new financial endeavor, like maybe you get an offer for something, like a job offer, or some work comes into you, or some money comes into you that helps you pursue your own personal business that you want to start, or something like that. But these nines, the Pentacles, Cups, are turning into Queens. So for this next week, the next 7 days, you are becoming the queen of money, career, work, finances. You are becoming the queen of emotionally fulfilling relationships of all time, of all kinds, romance, friendships, family relationships. You are becoming the queen of these things that you have been desiring for a long time. And it starts this week. It starts in the next 7 days. So, okay, let's talk about this. When this is the ending, what's ending in your life, and this is beginning, we are talking about the beginning stages here. Something happens, some nugget happens to begin this process of becoming. And the Two of Wands is kind of a prospecting card. It's actually looking out on the world and see which direction you go in next. So again, not moving forward yet, beginning stages. You get some information, you get some ideas, you get maybe even some time to think about what it is that you do, where you go next, what it is that you look for next, or where you go next to fulfill, to become the queen of these things that you have desired for such a long time. Okay, so I do always say this when it's the Two of Wands. This guy has the world in his hand. So when he's doing his prospecting, he's not looking in his backyard for what kind of job he can get paying minimum wage. He's not looking in his backyard for where can I find like-minded people. He's looking out at the whole world. So this tells me that in the next 7 days, the world is opening up for you to plan your next steps, to plan where you want to go next. And the Sun is just the happiest and most positive card in the whole deck. In a reading, it is always a yes, but it talks about joy, and it talks about happiness, and it talks about complete fulfillment. The sun is shining upon you. The sun is shining upon your dreams and your ideas and your aspirations. And it's saying, after this long period of stagnation, it's saying, yeah, we're moving forward. Here we go. Hang on to your belt buckles, pile 2, because it is happening. Something happens in the next 7 days to move you toward all of your dreams, your best life. Your best life. That's what you're going toward. That is pretty exciting. I think I want to get some different oracles for you today. A couple of different ones. Hold on. The first one I want to get for this prospecting one is Sacred Traveler Oracle, because I feel like there's some movement that is happening that starts this week, or you're looking at some movement. So for the Sacred Traveler Oracle, I just want to ask, what does pile 2 need to do? If anything, what action does pile 2 need to take? What does pile 2 need to do, if anything? Get the big picture, view from above. Okay, so this kind of goes along with this prospecting and looking out at the whole world. Again, you want to look at the whole world. You don't want to just look in your backyard. It's opening up for you, so take advantage of it. That's what that is saying. And then the second oracle that I want to get for y'all is, because you have this relationship piece of it. You're coming into your best life, and that's financial, and it's relational, it's always. But I do want to get a love message, since that is a piece of it, to see what kind of messages Spirit has in love for this week. What messages do you have for pile 2? These are Whispers of Love oracles. They're so pretty. Whispers of Love. So let's talk about love here. These are all upside down. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. It's all about you're in receiving mode this week. It's coming in, and this is just saying, remember to be grateful for the movement, for it's finally moving forward, for it finally coming into you, and you're actually seeing where it's finally coming into you, as opposed to not being able to see your way forward. Just remember to be in an attitude of gratitude. Just be grateful. I don't know how you could not be, because I feel like it's been such a long time coming. Like, it just has not. Things have not been coming together for you, but they start coming together for you this week. And I feel like you are going to absolutely already be grateful. Nobody needs to tell you that when it starts happening. All right, that's all I have for my pile 2s. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, my friends. If you chose pile 3 for your messages, what's ending and what's beginning in the next 7 days, these are going to be your messages. And pile 3 did have the rough cut rose quartz on it. So I am pulling the cards as I go through this time, and there'll be a couple of piles here. Start with what's ending and what's beginning. I'll pull those out at the same time because the story goes together. So let's just start with what is ending in the next 7 days for pile 3. So again, that is the next 7 days. Whenever you click on this, so what's ending for pile 3? You got the Ace of Swords. Pile 3, what's ending? Temperance. Seven of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. And what's beginning? What's beginning for pile 3 in the next 7 days? What's beginning? Eight of Cups. Tower. Medicine Wheel. King of Swords. All right, I'm gonna get a few clarifiers on this here. Which one do I want to clarify first? Let's see, show me the Temperance card. Why is this Temperance card here? Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups clarifies the Temperance. Okay, show me show me that Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Show me the Ace of Swords. Hermit. Okay, so I get what's going on over here. There's a solitude that's happening here. Oh, you know what? I want to, well, I'll wait on that. So there's a solitude. What's ending for you guys is feeling alone. Now, you can be alone in a relationship. That is true. And I feel like that is what is happening here. Like, I feel like that you guys are in a relationship. I feel like it's pretty new. But you have been kind of really, really trying to make it work. That Temperance talks about alchemy. It's trying to blend a little bit of this and a little bit of that to create something completely new, unique on its own. And in this case, it's talking about a relationship. When the Temperance comes up with a relationship, it does kind of speak to me about a relationship with someone who's very different from you. It can be someone of a different race. It can be someone of a different religion. It can be someone of a different nationality. Those big things that when couples get together can cause, if you don't have the same beliefs, if you don't have the same background, sometimes it's more difficult to bring the two people together and to make it work. Now, the Temperance card does talk about being able to do it. It does talk about, you know, blending a little bit of this person's nationality and a little bit of this person's nationality to create a family that appreciates both of the cultures of those nationalities, right? So it talks about you can do it, you can make it work if you are patient and if you're understanding about, and if you listen about, you know, where that person is coming from. You can make it work. But in this particular situation, I feel like you have not been able to make it work, and it's not for a lack of trying. I think that you guys have really, really tried to make this situation work. But there are two cards of here of being alone. The Hermit cards talks about retreating from the world, going within, and finding some answers. The Nine of Pentacles is depicted as a self-sufficient single woman. And I feel like male or female, in this particular relationship, as much as you've tried to make it work, you feel like you're alone, like you're the only one that's trying to make it work. The other person is not. And even there is even some deceit going on here, some trickery. They're not who they say they are. They're not what they're representing, or they're not what they represented themselves to be. Okay. And the Ace of Swords talks about clarity. So that means you're getting very clear on this situation. It's not going to work in the next 7 days. That's ending, because you're getting clear on what's really happening here. You might even get some clarity on what is going on here, what this deceit is. Maybe some information comes into you. Maybe someone tells you something. Maybe you just take some time out and you figure it out on your own. However it happens, you're getting real clear on it, and it causes your new beginning over here. Okay, let's talk about people, because you do have people represented here, and you have one person represented here. But so don't read too much into this. This may be you, or this may be the other person, not necessarily. You do have Virgo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius represented in these cards. Okay. So that is ending, which is good, because it's not going to work. I mean, and that's the clarity that you come to. It is not going to work. So what is beginning is the Medicine Wheel, which correlates to the Wheel of Fortune in the Universal Waite deck. It talks about forward movement. It talks about the wheel is turning forward. Maybe after a bit of a disruption. The Tower talks about a sudden change. And maybe it is going to be sudden for you once you get that clarity. Maybe it is just very sudden. You just decide, okay, that's it. I can't do this anymore. Sometimes this is imposed upon you, like something happens and it just sweeps. This is kind of like the universe helping you out, is what the Tower is. It is sweeping away all of those things that do not work, that no longer serve you, to prepare you to move toward what does serve you and what is for you. Okay, for some people, I feel like it's another person, because, okay, so this is either you're cutting it off, they're cutting it off, whatever happens, something happens to sweep this away. But it's a beginning. This is a 10. Tens are always beginnings and endings and beginnings at the same time. So that was kind of the inspiration for this reading anyway, a 10, endings and beginnings. So whatever's being swept away, there's a new beginning right behind it. And you guys are going out to pursue that which you love. You're looking for that which you love. For some of you, it's a person. And maybe it's an actual person. Maybe it's a person. Let's get a clarifier on this King of Swords here. Show me the King of Swords here. Show me the King of Swords. No? Try it one more time. Maybe they're waiting for one card or one specific card, or maybe they don't want to show it to us. Okay, but let's try it one more time. Show me the King of Swords. Okay, all right. Knight of Cups and Page of Wands. Okay, it's a person. For some of you, this is definitely a person. Maybe it's somebody that you know already that has expressed some interest in you. I'm not necessarily feeling like it's somebody from your past that you used to date and you're saying, well, you're discovering that was actually the one. I don't necessarily feel that. I don't think so. I feel like it's somebody new, and I feel like they might have already expressed their interest in you, or they will be expressing their interest in you in the next 7 days. So this is very interesting, and it's all very fast for just a 7-day reading. So what you've got here is an ending of one relationship and letting it go. It happens suddenly. And this is kind of maybe what's different for all of you. Is the sequence of events. Does this happen? Does this go away and then this comes in? Or does this come in and that causes this to happen? That causes this to be cut out of your life, because there's this new hope over here, and it is okay. The Eight of Cups can also talk about relationships. Like a lot of times it's pursuing leaving home to pursue something that you love, like a new degree and something else, or another job, or something that speaks to your soul, like you want to be an actor or whatever. It's that kind of thing. It's pursuing something. Sometimes it talks about walking away from a relationship because it's not all that. 8 Cups is pretty good, right? But you just feel like there's something missing, and you're not going to be satisfied until you get that 9th cup. You want that 9th cup. And for a lot of you, I think you feel like it is with someone else. So we got Sagittarius, Libra represented here. But definitely a young man, usually under the age of 35, coming in to offer you something in the way of romance. This one's a little younger than this one. This one's a little fiery. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, enthusiastic, interesting. This one's cerebral. This one's intelligent. More air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, mental, communicative, idealistic, a little bit older, or a little bit more mature, however you want to look at it. So for some of you, you could be over 35. But yeah, this is ending, and there's something new coming in for you and I really just feel like it's romance. It's mostly romance. It's all about romance. That's all that's on the table here. I can't think of any other way to read. Yeah, this is about romance for sure. It's about relationships. So to finish this reading, I'm going to get a love message from the Whispers of Love Oracle, because this is all about love, which I love. But it's so fast to end a relationship and to begin a relationship that quickly. And I do feel like this is beginning stages, right? But I think it's coming in that fast. The thought or the opportunity to see someone else that might be better for you, that might be able to give you more of what you need. All right, so final messages for pile 3. Let's see. Final messages. Love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I think this new love that's coming in is going to be very healing for you guys. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Yeah, this might be scary because I think because it's happening so fast, it might be scary to just leave this relationship and go into this one. But this is saying take a chance. It's worth it. Take it slow, right? You don't have to marry them tomorrow. It's just an opportunity to pursue a relationship. No commitment, right? Not in the beginning. Shouldn't be. All right. So that's all I have for my pile threes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.